This is the 34th video for my eShop web application project. Here we are going to program the invoice page. In this JS code for the pay now function, when the payment is completed, I've given this function save invoice and inside brackets I've taken the order ID, mail, amount and quantity. This is the save invoice function. Here I made a form and appended order ID, mail, amount and quantity to that form. Then I sent this form to the server side using the post method to the save invoice.php file. This is the save invoice.php file. Here inside PHP scripts, I've given session start and require connection.php. Then I've given an if condition to check whether if a user is in session. If a user is in session, I've stored all the data that was sent to the server side like this. Then a search query to the product table where the ID is equal to $PID. I stored the data of this query as $product data. Then I've taken the quantity of $product data and stored it as $current quantity. Then I've made this new variable as $new quantity, in which I've subtracted $quantity from $current quantity. Then I've given an update query to the product table to set quantity as $new quantity where the ID is $PID. Then I've taken the date and time of the transaction and stored it as $date. Afterwards, I've given an insert query to the invoice table to set these values for order ID, date, total, quantity, status, product ID and user email. Afterwards, an echo will come from the server side as 1. In the JS code, I have stored the response from the server side as var t and then given an if condition if t is equal to 1 to take you to the invoice page along with the order ID. This is my invoice.php code. Here inside PHP scripts I have given require connection.php and then an if condition to check whether if a user is in session. If a user is in session, I've stored the email of the user as $umail and the ID that was sent from JS side as $OID. Here inside PHP scripts, I've given a search query to the user has city table where the user email is equal to $umail. Then I've taken the data of that and stored it as $address data. From the database, I've given the first name, last name, address and the email of the user. Then inside another PHP script, I've given the search query to the invoice table where order ID is equal to $OID. I've taken the data of that query and stored it as $invoice data. Then I've echoed the invoice ID and the invoice date through this query. Inside another PHP script, I've given another search query to the product table where the ID is equal to the product ID of $invoice data and I've stored the details of that query as $product data. I've echoed the price, quantity and total from $product data and $invoice data. Inside another PHP script, I've given a search query to the city table to get the district and then I've given an if condition to get the specific delivery fee for Colombo and the other districts. Afterwards, I've given the echoes of the subtotal and the delivery fee and then the grand total.